Hey guys, Dunstan here in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Today I am going to show you a reasonably reliable method of earning a lot of rupees. And just a quick disclaimer, I'm not saying this is the best way of earning rupees. There are a few factors in getting this right every time, but this is my go-to source if I need some rupees in a pinch. So for this, we are going to teleport to the Hebra Tower. Now just a quick note that this is actually a very cold region and you're going to need 2 levels of cold protection. So just full warning you need to be prepared if you want to hang here. So just the warm doublet won't suffice. Okay, so once we are here, just have a quick look at the east. You should be able to see a little house with a plume of smoke coming out. We're going to jump down towards there. And this place is Pondo's lodge. And the guy in front of us is Pondo. Now if we talk to him, he'll introduce us to the minigame Snowling, or Snowball Bowling. Now if this is your first time, he'll go through a full run through of everything. So this minigame has gotten me around 4,000 rupees in the space of about 20 minutes. And this isn't a complete chore like farming dragons can often be. Like for me, I'll farm dragons for the parts if I need them to upgrade clothes. And yeah, it's a great way of earning money, but it's just a bit of a nightmare sort of to try and have to sit and jump and shoot an arrow and then sit and jump and shoot an arrow and sit and jump and shoot an arrow. You get my point. It's not the most fun thing to do in the world. And then you've got to actually go and hunt the things that have fallen off the dragon, which could be way off. Now the rewards for this minigame go like this. If you score 7 or 8 pins after 2 rolls, you get 20 rupees. If you score 9 pins after 2 rolls, you get 50 rupees. All 10 after 2 rolls is 100 rupees, and a strike, which is all 10 pins on the first roll, nets you a sweet 300 rupees. Or if it happens to be your very first time getting a strike, you'll get a blizzard rod, but then after that it will be the 300 rupees. So considering the $20 rupee deposit that you pay for each round, that means you can get a maximum net profit of 280 rupees per round. And each round shouldn't take much more than about 30 seconds to a minute each, including all the chat and whatever, and depending on how quickly you go through that chat. This game is essentially a modified version of 10-pin bowling, and the snowball is your bowling ball, and those wooden pillars down the bottom of the hill are your pins, and a couple of other variations include the fact that it's a downhill slope and it's not even, there's bumps all through it. If you've ever played 10-pin bowling, or if you even know what it is, you should probably know that at the most basic level, to get a strike you need to hit the very front pin in the very middle, which we call the head pin. Same theory applies in this minigame, but getting the ball there isn't actually always easy. So there is one place where the ball will regularly get towards the head pin, and that will result in a strike most times. But there are a couple of factors that you need to sort of take into consideration. The main one is the size of the snowball. The larger it is, the better your chances of getting a strike. If it's not that large, you must rely on the other factor, precision, to get the strike. If you haven't guessed already, the snowball does grow as it rolls down the hill. You need to know first of all that you can actually pick up the snowball. I have actually seen on the internet some people have used the stasis and hit it with their weapons to get it down there. Not only is that really inaccurate and unlikely to net you many rupees very quickly, but it's also wasteful of your weapons. You're using up your weapon's durability to get some rupees, and then all of a sudden you've got nothing to defend yourself with. Go figure. So what we need to do here is you pick up the snowball, and then there's this little ridge that extends out a little bit further than the rest up the top here. You walk about halfway along there, most 3/4, 2/3, somewhere around there. And then you aim towards the little channel that should be directly in front of us. Now, it doesn't matter if you're not quite exactly there, but just get it somewhere around that channel and the ball should go to the head pin. And then, final step here, you have two options, either you can drop or throw. We're going to drop the snowball. So we drop it, it rolls down, gathers in size, hits the head pin, and bang, we have a strike. So we're just going to do the same thing. We pick up the snowball, walk over to this ridge, aim towards the channel, drop the snowball, let it roll, it'll head towards the head pin, smash right through, and theoretically it'd strike. But this actually works as a good segue, because if you don't get the strike, well, you're going to want to have to spare to still at least get 100 rupees. So if you have some pins remaining on the right like I do, the best way to go about it, I've found, you start in the same spot, but you aim a little to the left, not too much, just a little, but that should do, I think, and then you throw the snowball. That hill there will guide the ball over to the right, and voila, you have one spare. Now the key there is to throw the snowball, not to drop it. Otherwise, the lower hills could end up guiding it away from the pins on the right, effectively screwing you over. So if you have pins standing on the left, however, you're gonna have to do things a little bit differently. For starters, you have to stand in a different spot. So we'll go pick up the snowball again and walk over towards this pillar on the right. And then we are going to aim around towards that little leftward slope, throw, and then that will guide the ball right to the pins on the left. And voila, sparing the left hand side pins. Now the other situations, if you have remaining pins, there are pins remaining in the middle, just do what you normally do for a strike, and that will get you the spare for those pins. If, though, on the off chance and the very unlucky chance that you have pins remaining on the left and the right with none in the middle, congratulations, you have bowled a split and have very little hope of sparing it in real life, let alone in this minigame. Unfortunately, I can't actually help you any more than that, because in order to spare splits in real life, you need to rely on pins flying around and things like that. The pins don't fly around in this game. So sparing splits is unlikely. Like, you need to have the pins that you've already knocked over, most of which still being in the middle, so that you can use those to spread out and hit the outside pins. As I said, very, very unlikely. Anyway, that was a quick guide to Snowling and how to maximize the rupees you can get from it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Comment any thoughts and suggestions down below. Check out the rest of my channel and subscribe if you like the kinds of videos I do. All my social media, that is Facebook, Twitter, my Twitch, all linked in the description down below. And a quick reminder that I host Gaming on Demand, which is a gaming news discussion show with my friends Alex and Lee every Thursday night at 9:30 PM Australian Eastern Time. Last but not least, I've got a Discord server. I would quite appreciate it if you join it, and we can have a chat, do whatever, play games, that sort of thing. The link for that, for the invite, is in the description down below, so please click on it and check it out. And that's it, guys. Until next time, Dunstan John out.